This is a pretty common thing in New York City pizzerias, especially in Midtown and other busy areas. There's literally 24 different pizzas you could get here, but the one that you want, the one that I always go for, isn't up in the case. It's all the way down on the counter. A lot of slice shops keep the regular pie, like the cheese pizza, really close to the register because it's easier to get. The regular pie is the most popular slice in New York City, not the pepperoni, not all the other ones. You need it close to the register so it's easy to grab and sell. That's why in a place like this, you pass by the 24 pizzas trying to distract you and you go right for the best one, the regular pie. Can I just get a regular slice? Please don't say that this pizza is burnt. It's not. This is char. There's a huge difference between burn and char. If this was burnt, then it would flake apart when I poked it and it would taste bitter on my tongue. But it's charred. It's gonna have a nice, pleasant, smoky flavor. Sometimes people will call a pizza smoky and therefore think it gets bathed in smoke, but no, it just means that it's had high, intense heat. That's allowed the surface of the dough to expand quickly, and that chars. When this goes past the point of char, that's when it's uncomfortable, it burns, and that's when it tastes bitter on your tongue. But this is not that. This is absolutely charred, not burned. You should never reheat a slice of pizza in the microwave. I'm gonna cut this big old New York slice in half, reheat half of it in the microwave, and the other half of it the right way to show you why. We're gonna put this in the microwave, so I'll finally get to use this little pizza button. The microwave works by heating up the water in the pizza, and that creates steam, which unfortunately is the enemy of crispy pizza. So microwaving your pizza is only gonna give you soggy, tough crust. Okay, oh, look at all the steam coming out. So what you get is this soggy, soft, no crisp, no crunch. Listen. Silent. You can eat a microwave pizza while you're spying on somebody, they'll never know. Hot, which is nice, but not a great pizza eating experience. Let's heat it up the other way. This method is great and it's really easy. You just stick a skillet on top of the stove, set it to medium heat. I like to throw the slice right in before it gets too hot. And once the pan gets hot enough, put a couple little drops of water in there, stick a lid on there, and then the steam from that water will be enough to melt the cheese on top. So this way you get the best of both worlds. Steam to melt the cheese and warm the slice, and direct contact with a hot surface to crisp up the bottom. Just a little tiny bit of water on the side. And then capture the steam with the lid. I like to tilt the pan so that the water stays on one side and doesn't leach into the crust. Oh yeah, beautiful. Look at this. Let's investigate. Nice shimmer, which means the cheese has started to melt back again. Ooh, you hear the crunch? Come on, you don't get that from a microwave. This one is even gonna be sturdy enough that I can hold it up. Come on, microwave, please, look. It's not even a competition. That's why a microwave is not the best way to reheat a slice of pizza, even though it's my dad's favorite way. Hi, Dad. One of the most common misconceptions about pizza in New York City is that it's super cheesy, and that's not true. In fact, cheese pull is not a mark of excellence. Just the opposite is true. The problem with using too much cheese on the pizza is that as it melts, it forms this layer that prevents the tomato's liquid from cooking off. So that traps in too much moisture and leads to a soggy, undercooked crust. I've had New York style pizza in other cities and it all has way too much cheese. And I think that's because everybody's seen the Ninja Turtles movie too many times. But the reality is the amount of mozzarella on a pizza in New York at the good places is very low. Can I ask you one question for 2 seconds?
Go ahead.
Does it piss you off when you see pizzerias with too much cheese on them?
It doesn't piss me off, but I know it's not going to taste good.
I'm gonna bust 3 of the top myths about New York City pizza. Number 1, people think the secret of our pizza is our tap water, but that's not true. A lot of people think that our water has some kind of like magic minerals in it, but the truth is our water is very soft, which means it has a low mineral content. You can get terrible pizza in New York City that's made with the same water as the good pizza, and you can get great pizza outside of New York City that's made with Philadelphia water and San Francisco water. Number 2, a lot of people have heard that it's illegal to use a coal-fired oven in New York City. It is not illegal, it's just difficult. You have to get permission from the Department of Buildings and the fire commissioner. You have to install a precipitator. So it's not illegal, it's just a huge pain. Number 3, people think that New York City pizza sauce is heavily seasoned, but it is not. Most pizzerias just use uncooked tomato with a little bit of salt and maybe a touch of oregano and black pepper. But we do not have heavy, garlicky, herby, robust, unctuous pizza sauces. Our sauces are much lighter and more delicate.